Welcome to the Voices of Life podcast, where history speaks, truth matters, and every story reminds us why our constitutional republic depends on an informed and discerning people. Today, we step into one of the most consequential legal decisions in modern American history. Roe v. Wade, the 1973 Supreme Court ruling that reshaped national debates on life, liberty, and the role of government. Its impact reached far beyond the courtroom, influencing generations, shaping public policy, and sparking conversations that continue to this very day. Guiding us through this important moment is your host, Pastor David, a voice of clarity, conviction, and compassion, committed to helping us understand not just what happened, but why it still matters for every citizen of this nation. This is Voices of Life. This is your "Did you know?" moment. Let's begin.
Thank you for joining us today on Voices of Life, a ministry of the Church for Life. I'm Pastor David. Did you know? Roe v. Wade. In this Voices of Life, Did You Know episode, we're going to walk through one of the most consequential Supreme Court decisions in the history of our constitutional republic, Roe v. Wade. This 1973 ruling shaped national conversations about life, liberty, personal rights, and the limits of government authority for more than 5 decades. From the legal landscape before the decision, to the arguments presented to the court, to the long-term impact on culture, politics, and future rulings, this episode offers a clear, steady, and historical grounded look at Roe v. Wade and how it became a defining moment in American legal history. Roe v. Wade is more than a court case. It is a turning point that shaped generations. This episode invites you to explore the history, examine the arguments, and reflect on how major legal decisions influence the direction of a nation. So before Roe v. Wade, laws concerning abortion varied widely from state to state. Some states permitted it only to save the life of the mother. Others banned it entirely. The case began in Texas, where a woman under the name Jane Roe challenged the state's restrictive law, arguing that it violated her constitutional rights. Her case reached the Supreme Court in 1971, setting the stage for one of the most consequential decisions in American legal history. On January 22, 1973, the Supreme Court ruled 7-2 that the right to privacy implied by the 14th Amendment extended to a woman's decision to terminate a pregnancy. The court divided pregnancy into time setters, balancing the rights of the individuals against the interests of the state. Supporters saw the ruling as a victory for personal liberty. Opponents viewed it as a moral and constitutional overreach. The debate was immediate, and it never truly ended. Now, Roe v. Wade became a defining issue in law, politics, and faith. It influenced elections, legislations, public discourse for decades. It also had led to new cases, including Planned Parenthood v. Casey in 1992, which reaffirmed Roe's core holding while allowing states more power to regulate abortion. Through all of this, the question remained: how should a constitutional republic balance individual rights with the protection of life? Well, then came the reversal. In 2022, the Supreme Court's decision in Dobbs v. Jackson, Women's Health Organization, overturned Roe v. Wade, returning authority over abortion laws to the states. For some, it was a restoration of constitutional principle. For others, it was a loss of a long-standing right. Regardless of the perspective, the moment marked a new chapter in the ongoing conversation about life, liberty, and the limits of government power. Now, why does this still matter? Roe v. Wade is more than a court case. It is a mirror reflecting how our nation wrestles with moral conviction and constitutional interpretation. It reminds us that laws are not just written on paper, they are lived out in the hearts and the lives of people across the land. There is a spiritual view on this ruling as well. And depending on whether you're conservative or liberal, conservatives believe that it's taking a life, and that's what an abortion is, where liberals believe it's a woman's choice, it's their body, and they should be able to make a decision. So it depends on how you read the Bible. It depends on how you interpret the Bible. From my perspective as a pastor, I think life is sacred. But I point out that we do not, in any way, shape, or form, celebrate the conception of Christ. We celebrate the birth of Christ. And whether you believe one or the other or both, it is a defining moment on how you accept when government intrudes upon personal decisions. Our church is non-judgmental. We do not have an opinion one way or the other, but we'll never fight against a person who's made a personal decision. But we will always support a person when they make a personal decision. Thank you for joining us for this Voices of Life Did You Know episode. I appreciate your time and listening to the different parts of this very important legal decision that affects us spiritually, mentally, physically, and morally. Until next time, stay encouraged, stay informed, and stay faithful. I'm Pastor David.
Thank you for joining us for this Voices of Life. Did you know? Episode Roe v. Wade remains one of the most debated and consequential rulings in the history of our constitutional republic, shaping conversations about life, liberty, and the role of government for more than half a century. We hope today's journey has given you clarity, perspective, and a deeper understanding of how moments like this continue to influence our nation and its people. On behalf of your host, Pastor David, thank you for listening. Thank you for learning. And thank you for choosing to stay informed and grounded in truth. Until next time, stay encouraged, stay aware, and stay faithful.